Good morning, YouTube. This is Silver Age Dave. I am sitting here. It is Monday morning, and I wanted to jump in on a tag video I've been wanting to do. I was tagged by C. Woodard, and so appreciate that. Very kind words he had for me. I'm very humbled by the wonderful outpour from the community and acceptance and the subscribers, and so appreciate it. So I was thinking, man, I want to do this tag video. So I thought, oh, I'll do that this week. It'll be a fun thing to do. And this morning I woke up. One of the first things I do when I wake up in the morning is make myself a pot of coffee, and then I will generally, I wake up, sometimes a couple hours before the rest of my family, and I'll either, edit together a quick video, or I'll, naturally I get on YouTube and I check out, okay, what happened since I went to bed. And so I turned on the YouTube, and sure enough, I had a different one in the, my channels I subscribe to. I saw the Great Legend on there, and I'm no stranger to turning that on, and I see a couple hour Legend live stream, and an evening show, and I'll generally get to work and I'll watch those through the day. That's just stuff I'll listen to, and that's just very enjoyable. But this one was a little different. This one was a tag video, and I thought, man, Legend doesn't do that. He was actually doing the same video that I was planning to put together today or tomorrow or Wednesday, whatever day. And so I thought, well, I'll play that while I'm having my coffee. And I just want to do a shout out thank you. Legend had some wonderful things. I wasn't expecting to hear my name. He had some wonderful things to say about me. This is one of the books he was pointing out as in his top 5. I think that he'd want to save, and just a really, really cool issue. So Legend, I appreciate you throwing my name in there, and there's certainly some big names that were in the conversation too. But again, I'm just humbled that just not that long ago I started out with video number 1 and no subscribers, and it's kind of just been amazing to me, and so I appreciate that. So moving on, the tag video, as I understand it, let me close that door. As I understand it, what we were doing was something to the extent of the 5 books in our collection that we would save. I think if there was a serious issue, something happened, what 5 would you grab? And needless to say, I'm a comic book guy. I think in a great emergency, I'd be just grabbing long boxes, and maybe it used to be easier for me to know which ones to grab. I don't know really where I'd start long boxes, but for the purpose of this tag video, I'm going to give a few of them. Really, the first one, I'll walk over here. I don't have the light on in this side of the room. But the first one is a book, My Busha, or Polish Grandma. I've showcased this a lot of times, but I'll do it again. She bought me this brand new, 25 cents off the rack, and that survived. I don't know if I was 7 or 8 or how old I was, but that survived a kid, and so I've got a few of these now. I do like it, but that's one that would be very easy for me. That would be probably my number 1 that I would grab. One, it would be easy to grab it because it's sitting out, but that would probably be my number 1 issue. Okay, and there's a lot of honorable mentions on this wall. A lot of these are books I bought right off the shelf, brand new, and they're not necessarily in the best condition because I read them. But, so there's some good ones over here. All right, so I've got probably the second one. I'm going to try to find it here for you. I got so much stuff in my way. This one is going to be my second one, which I've talked about before. This could potentially be the only one in the world like it. This is a Brave and the Bold, number 137. It was printed without color. So the front cover and the back cover have no color on them. So if you notice the DC logo up here, when you lose color, all you have left is the circle, okay? Because the DC logo, the stars, it's just white and red. You lose the title, the Brave and the Bold, okay? Over here you lose the issue number, you lose the price, you lose the code part above the stamp. You lose all the color, you lose some of the words that are in here. And this came to me really quite a while ago. I've never seen one like it. I reached out to Recalled Comics. They had never seen one like it. So maybe a one of a kind, who knows? I don't know what the value is. I wouldn't CGC it just because it's special. It's pretty cool issue, and I like having it. So the rest of the book, the interior is all exact. It's all color, and just the cover came out wrong. So really strange issue. You know, another one here that I'd save. A lot of people saw this one. I featured recently. That's a fairly new acquisition. And, you know, the Rifleman number 10, nicknamed Big Wood. That is just a terrific Chuck Connors cover. Weird as all get out today. Back then, it was fine. And so that's one I think I would save. We'll put that back. There you go, Chuck. Get him back there where he goes. You know, I'd like to say this top row. There's some up here that I might grab. I think if we go over here, the Logans Run 35-cent variant cover, Logans Run number 6, that would be one I might grab at. And then, well, I do like Devil Dinosaur. But this All-Star Comics Super Squad, that's another one I've talked about before. That goes back to my earliest days of collecting. This is beat to heck. Busha bought me this one also, 25-center. This was 1976. The whole country was all about the bicentennial. It was so patriotic that back then, at least as a 7-year-old or however old I was, you know, 8 years old, it just seemed that way. So that comic, I read it to death, and that's certainly one I would grab. Boy, picking out only 5, assuming no people were in danger. I guess I would come over here and this Batman Treasury. That's another sentimental one. I've talked about that before. And, you know, heck, I might throw Superman Ali on there as a special issue, but it's not signed. There's nothing particularly crazy about that. As an honorable mention, an extra issue, as long as I was close to it, I have this Bernie Wrightson signed, and Len signed this also, House of Secrets number 92. So I guess I would do that one because it's right next to that Hulk. And so that's my 5+1. And so then I need to pick out a few people, I guess, that I will tag. So who to tag? I am going to go with a couple guys. I'm really curious what their answers would be. I'm going to go with first Alan from After Comics. I'm going to go second with Bat Avenger. And I'm going to go third with, let's go, Dr. Silver Age. I think all you guys have incredible collections and a lot of history. Including me, there are no spring chickens in the bunch, but you know, I'm curious. I know mine were sentimental books. I'd like to see where you guys stand on that. So with that, that's going to be Silver Age. I am signing out. Thank you, Whodat, for starting the tag. Thank you, C. Woodard, for tagging me, and thank you again so much, Great Legend, for just for, you know, being who you are to the community. You are kind of the glue that holds a lot of this together, and I greatly appreciate it. Silver is out.